Hello everyone, happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. In honor of that, today we're going to be taking a look at my lightsaber collection. So let's do this. Welcome back to the Disney Pastor. I'm your host Tim, and I've been collecting these lightsabers since 2020 when I first visited Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And I gotta tell you, I have been going crazy ever since. I have a bunch of different lightsabers. I actually have six in total lightsabers, all from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I am hopefully going to get some others at some point, but this is my current collection so far, so let's go ahead and take a look. I thought I'd start off the video with taking a look at my first lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. This is the Obi-Wan Attack of the Clones Phantom Menace lightsaber. But this is the first lightsaber I picked up from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and it is pretty cool. The ignition is up top here, but it is fairly accurate. It's actually the lightest out of all the lightsabers that I currently own. Of course, here is the lightsaber itself, along with the blade. This is the middle length. I believe it's 32 inches is what it is, but as you can see, very simple. Press the button here, and it lights up in a blue color. You can hear the sounds for it as well. But there is Obi-Wan's lightsaber. The next lightsaber I ended up purchasing was this one here. Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, The Mandalorian, and pretty much anything after The Empire Strikes Back. And this one is probably my favorite green lightsaber. I just love the way this looks. This is one of my favorite lightsabers in Star Wars canon, probably my second favorite. The switch to turn it on is right here. And of course, as you can see, well, you can't put a lightsaber over there. It actually comes with a separate piece that you can unscrew this part on, and you're able to, of course, put in the lightsaber. It's pretty cool how they did this to make it a little more accurate to the movies. Of course, Return of the Jedi celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. Pretty crazy, but I absolutely love this lightsaber. Here is, of course, Luke's lightsaber with the blade in it. You can see that there is a different connector piece. It's a lot thicker. I like it because it has a bit of a bottom-heavy problem, which I think allows for a smooth swing. As you can see, the button's right here. And you do get the green color. And I just love how this sounds. I mean, it is so accurate to, of course, the Return of the Jedi, one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. And I love it. Well, this is not the next lightsaber I did end up purchasing. We'll save that for a little later. This is one of my favorites, mainly because there is quite the story to this. Obviously, in order to get the Darksaber, you did have to defeat someone, so I did have to defeat a cast member. Just kidding. But this, of course, is Galaxy's Edge Darksaber, and it's pretty cool. I do like it a little bit. I wish the handle was a little bit longer. That way you can really get two hands on it. I mean, even for me, to hold it from here, I can't really get my second hand on it without it somewhat protruding out. Of course, that's where the lightsaber itself goes. Again, it is pretty cool. There is one thing I am not the biggest fan of, though, and we'll take a look at that here. Before we get into the issue I have with this lightsaber, as you can see, here is the blade, which I think the black part could be a little thicker, but then we run into the issue I have with this lightsaber, which isn't a terrible issue, but it is kind of noticeable when you have that lightsaber there. When I ignite it, I mean, maybe it's just because there's batteries running out or something, but it seems extremely light for it. I mean, the sound and stuff is fantastic. It sounds exactly like the Darksaber, but I don't know. To me, this could have been done a lot better. I've seen a few NeoPixels, and even the Black Series one that they released does a little bit of a better job with this. But again, I have the Darksaber, and it's mainly just the hilt that is being used. So I have not much to complain about with that. Still glad I have it. In my eyes, my lightsaber collection would not be complete without having the Skywalker Saber. I bought this in one of the packs that came out recently that included the lightsaber, one of the little stands here, as well as the belt clip and a blade. It did cost me a little bit more than just buying the hilt, which is what I had done previously, but I do really enjoy this lightsaber. I really, really like it. Again, same thing with kind of the Darksaber. I wish it was a little longer. But this is a fun lightsaber, and I really think every collection for someone who loves lightsabers should have, at the very least, this magnificent weapon. Although I think Obi-Wan may be the proper owner because he owned it for the longest time. But as I like to call it, it is the Skywalker Saber. And of course, now we have the Skywalker Saber with the blade, which in my eyes, and I'm sure in the eyes of all of you, it now becomes the Youngling Slayer 9000. Let's go ahead and ignite it. This is one has a very touchy one, but as you can see, it is now activated. This one's similar to my Luke Skywalker one. It's kind of bottom heavy, so it does allow for a pretty good swing. Personally, I just like the way this looks and it feels in my hand. Although it doesn't give me a master rank in hand, which is very unfortunate. I actually may lose this hand too. I'm making too many Skywalker jokes. I'm going to stop now. But seriously, I love the way this looks. I'm super glad I have it. Also, if you take a look at this compared to how this looks in the poster, it's not pretty accurate. Arguably my favorite lightsaber, mainly because of the fact that this is my favorite character's lightsaber, Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, and I'm so glad I have this. When they initially released this saber, it came in, of course, a pack. Same with the Skywalker Saber, with a lightsaber, a belt clip, the stand, and of course the saber and hilt itself. It also comes with another piece similar to the Luke Skywalker one, because you can't fit a blade down here, but it does come with another piece so that you can. One of the things I love about this is the slight detail that is located on the hilt. As you can see, it's a little dirtied up, and this is, of course, in reference to the Kenobi series, and just kind of how it looks. I think it looks spectacular. I'm so glad I bought this version, because they did release, of course, the hilt, but it's not as kind of roughed up as this one, quote-unquote, looks. To me, this looks the absolute best compared to the rest of the lightsabers I do own, and I just love it. It's absolutely fantastic. I am so glad I have this lightsaber in my collection. Again, Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character of all time, so no surprise. Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, which we just took a look at. As you can see, this part here, a lot thicker than the other part, of course, to allow the blade to enter in. Same blade. What I love about this one, it sounds different. It sounds a little bit like episode 4, which is kind of unique. It has the same push-up mechanic. Down, up. I mean, it's just super cool. It actually has kind of a little effect with the blade. Yeah, you can see there's a slight flickering, which is very interesting. While Obi-Wan may be my favorite Star Wars character, he does not have my favorite lightsaber that I own, and that is because of this. This is the Peace and Justice Generation 1. I'm going to call it Generation 1 because they are coming out with new pieces. Lightsaber that I built at Savi's workshop. In my opinion, this is one of the best experiences you can do inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's super cool. You get to pick out your emitter, your 2 sleeves, your little emitter or button section here. I forget what it's called. There's a specific name. And then, of course, the pommel or the cap. Switches on and off there, as you can see. makes the noise because there's a kyber crystal in there. I also did end up purchasing the rest of the kyber crystals. I made mine initially with blue, so I have purple, white, green, yellow, and red. I'm hoping they come out with some more colors because that would be super duper cool. But this is my favorite lightsaber. This is also the heaviest lightsaber I do own. And yeah, the experience I had at Galaxy's Edge with Savi's workshop was incredible. I'm so grateful I got the chance to do it. This is super heavy. I mean, it's a few pounds. It is metallic pieces. One thing I find very interesting with this is every time I put this lightsaber in the hilt, I just feel like it glows a lot better. But maybe that's just me, or I don't know. But again, it's a little hard to kind of swing this one. As you can see, it's not as fluid as the other ones because it is just so heavy. But I love it. I love the way it sounds. Of course, you have the other fonts, sound font space. Love the way this looks. Super cool. Well, got all of it done. All the lightsabers are put away, back into their respective spots. All right, all good. Oh, no. That's not gonna work.
Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.
And that is my lightsaber collection currently. But let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite lightsaber? Whether it's something you own, maybe it's something that's in Star Wars canon. What is your favorite lightsaber? But let me know, what is your favorite lightsaber? Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Let me know what type of content you guys like. And it's also free, I guess. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell to be notified for videos just like this. May the 4th be with you. Have a great day.